Memories from the tour pack. Awesome. Welcome to my channel, everyone. Tommy G here. You know, the other day I was sitting here thinking, as I looked out the window, oh, we shoveled snow, we have plowing snow, we're waiting for that spring sign to come along so we can ride again up here in the north. And I found all these external hard drives with tons and tons of videos and pictures that we've recorded over the last couple of years on our motorcycle adventures. And I thought, you know, what am I going to do with all these, right? There's like 2 terabytes on each of these external hard drives. So I came up with an idea, and I hope you like it. Our story begins in 1954 when John Denver was 11 years old. His grandmother had given him an acoustic guitar, and he played this guitar in the local clubs until he went on his way to college. In 1971, John Denver was 28 years old when he sang "Take Me Home Country Roads," which went to the number 2 hits on the Billboard charts. It was his signature song, and it became an official anthem for West Virginia. On March 11th of 2021, Governor Jim Justice of West Virginia released a new West Virginia Vacation Guide. This was a special edition celebrating the 50th anniversary of the release of John Denver's song. Little did I realize this would be an epic trip for my wife and I, as she decided she wanted to spend an entire week in West Virginia. Okay, so how do we end up riding our motorcycles a whole week in West Virginia? As it turned out, my wife only had 1 week's vacation for the entire year, and that was a pretty grueling year for her. And I told her, I said, wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, this week's vacation is for you. And she decided, after she thought for a while, that she wanted to take the motorcycles and ride the entire week in West Virginia. Now, I gotta say, I wasn't really thrilled with that idea because West Virginia is only 4 hours from our location here in western Pennsylvania, and I thought, what was so intriguing about West Virginia that she had found that I may have missed? But regardless, we planned our trip. We started our trip on September 4th and ended our trip on September 12th. We rode 6 states: Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, Kentucky, and Ohio, which all border West Virginia. We did those 6 states in 8 days. We traveled a total of 2,018 miles, with about 80% of those miles being in West Virginia alone. We have many adventures and exciting stories to tell you. Some of the top 5 motorcycle roads in West Virginia we covered, such as Route 60, called the Talon, US 33, US 250, US 40 to US 219 were among many of the ones we traveled. We also got off the beaten path a little bit and traveled some roads where we got lost and there was no cell signal. And that led to an interesting discovery that I can't wait to tell you about. West Virginia is considered in many publications and articles, and mostly the people that live there, as almost heaven. And I can understand why after spending a week there. I hope that you'll join us for these exciting adventures that we've recorded for you. This section I've named Memories from the Tour Pack, and it's just the highlights of some of our places we went in West Virginia for the week. I'll give you a little hint of what's to come. The first video will be about Spruce Knob, the highest point in eastern West Virginia, or the entire state of West Virginia. Spruce Knob is at the top of Spruce Mountain, the highest ridge in the Allegheny Mountains at 4,863 feet. It's 10 miles to get to the top, and the road is certainly wide at the bottom, but not so wide when you get to the top. There are 9 separate distinct regions in West Virginia, one of them being the New River Greenbrier Valley. And in that section, there is a place in Durbin, West Virginia, at the Durbin and Greenbrier Valley Railroad, which still has an operating locomotive coal-fired steam engine with open cars and wooden cabooses. That train's called the Durbin Rocket, and we rode that train for 3 hours along the Greenbrier River in the Monongahela National Forest. It was awesome, and I highly recommend you do that if if you get a chance to do so. My wife's name is Jody. You may have known her from her channel, Purple on 3. She drives a gorgeous 2018 Can-Am Spyder, and she travels with me wherever we go. You know, and some of her favorite places to see are waterfalls, bridges, and so forth, and mountains. And of course, West Virginia has all those. Which brings us to our third destination point. We show you some roads, some motorcycle roads in West Virginia, one of them being Route 60, the Talon, which leads to some beautiful falls and scenic routes, one of those falls being Cathedral Falls and the other Sandstone Falls. And some of these places we go to are out of the way for tourists mainly because they're not close to a lot, but boy, the small town atmospheres and the views are just stunning. And that'll be our third destination spotlight. And our final video in the Memories from the Tour Pack series isn't exactly a destination that you would find in the West Virginia travel guides. No, this one I've saved the best for last. One of the most famous feuds in the entire American history is the Hatfield and McCoys. And there's an entire region, one of the 9 regions in West Virginia, entitled just that, the Hatfield-McCoy Mountains. The travel guide says this: get lost in the mountains of this rugged region. Rolling 2-lane country roads and highways wind past recreational thrills and the sites of a famous feud in this 2-day drive across the southwestern corner of West Virginia. And that's exactly what we did. You see, on this trip, not only do we have excellent motorcycle riding the entire time we were in West Virginia, but I was on a quest to find moonshine, and not the moonshine you find in the store. I wanted to find the authentic, the original moonshine like they did in the bootlegger days. And let me tell you what, we got more than we bargained for. We got lost. There was no GPS, no maps. Neighbors would tell us to go this way or that way. And we finally found what I was searching for, and it was worth every drop of blood, sweat, and tears to get there. I love history, and if you like history and you want to know more about what happened, stay tuned for that video because it is going to be awesome. Well, that's it for now. We thank you for watching this. I guess it's a teaser trailer, but Memories from the Tour Pack of West Virginia. Stay tuned. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Okay. You said something about down here in the other side of the mountain.
I said it's nice that it's a lot warmer. It's like 8 degrees warmer. Feels good.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes. Because it was 64 degrees on the mountain and it's 70. I got 73 now.
What do I got? I got
75. I got 75.
I got 70.
Did it just warm up or no?
Oh yeah, it definitely warmed up.
So I got 12 degrees warmer down here.
Just in that short amount of time.
Yep.
Look at those beautiful mountains.
They are beautiful.
West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road.
Hashtag almost heaven. Look at that barn in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I wonder if that's an old tobacco barn.
It sort of looks like it, but did they grow tobacco in West Virginia?
I don't know.
That's what it reminds me of.